Canada's come away with a 2-2 draw away in Bahrain yesterday, and we're going to be doing a 5 things we learned from yesterday's match ahead of John Herdman's roster reveal for the World Cup tomorrow. Before we do, guys, make sure to drop down below, smash that sub button, drop a like, and let me know what you guys think in the comments down below about yesterday's match and what you guys learned as well. But we're going to jump straight into things with reason number 1 being Ismail Kone needs to start at the World Cup. He was absolutely brilliant yesterday, scoring an absolute wonder goal yesterday with a beautiful touch leading to a calm and composed finish in front of goal. This is a 20-year-old box-to-box midfielder from CF Montreal who scored a complete number 9 Jonathan David type of goal. It was an amazing finish in front of net, and he was truly brilliant yesterday. Playing in multiple roles as well, box-to-box and also number 9, he looked phenomenal. He also finished with the second highest rating in yesterday's match, only behind the likes of Kamal Miller with a 7.5 match rating. Ismail Kone was brilliant, and stats don't always tell you everything. He was great in the game, but his stats were brilliant as well. Going 21 for 25 in accurate passes, 84%, having that goal as well. One big chance missed, having 4 passes into the final third, and also 3 for 3 long balls and 100% accuracy with 1 clearance, 2 recoveries, and going 50% on his ground duels and winning 1 foul as well. But I highlighted him to be a key player to watch going into this game on my match preview, and he definitely was, and he's shone. And the reason I think he needs to start going into that Japan match at least to continue to prove himself against a top nation is because Ismail Kone can be an X factor at the World Cup for Canada. When you look at Canada, other nations look at Canada, they see the likes of Jonathan David, Kyle Larin, Alphonso Davies, Stefan Eustaquio. But when you look at the midfield, everyone's going to be looking at Hutchinson, Eustaquio. You need Kone in that midfield. Kone is an electric box-to-box midfielder who gives his everything every time he plays the game. His work rate is phenomenal for Canada, and you know when he puts on that shirt, he's going to give you 110% and work his backside off. But when he can hit those long balls, which we saw yesterday, and you can see it in the stats, 3 for 3, 100%, absolutely brilliant. Teams aren't going to be on him like glue. They're not going to press him immediately like they're going to do with Eustaquio, like they're going to do with Hutchinson. They know those guys are top quality. Yes, everyone knows about Kone's talent out there in Europe. There's scouting reports on him. Every big team wants him. But Kone is nothing like a Stefan Eustaquio. Everyone has their eyes on him. He's going to be the guy who everyone's going to put that pressure point on. You put Kone out there, he's a player who can go box to box, who can create chances for you, can hit the long ball, who can also get involved in play a 1-2 with David, maybe get involved with a nice chance in the final third. You never know. But Kone has electricity. He is also very fast. He's faster than a Jonathan Osorio, than the likes of Hutchinson and Eustaquio. You need a bit of pace in that midfield as well, and we saw that against Uruguay when Eustaquio was paired up with Piet. Yes, a 3-man midfield, you don't need as pacey players, but you need someone who can move around, who can be a bit more mobile as well. And I think Kone needs to be that man because he can be a true X factor for Canada at the World Cup. And I think if he gets that chance to prove himself in a midfield with Hutchinson and Eustaquio against Japan, he will take that chance once again. But guys, we're going to swiftly move on to reason number 2 that I learned yesterday, and that is Jonathan Osorio is ready. Jonathan Osorio looked truly spectacular yesterday. Yes, of course, stats always don't show you the figures. He got a 6.8 match rating, but he's one of the most underrated players in Canadian men's national team for me. He doesn't get enough praise that he truly deserves. This man is coming back from a long-term injury. He was out for a long time with Toronto FC. Not getting many minutes in a long time, but he was truly on to score double digits in assists and goals this season, having 9 goals and 4 assists in the MLS for Toronto FC. He was brilliant this season, and yesterday he picked up a 6.8 match rating. Yes, his stats were still pretty good yesterday, 25 for 27 for 93% accurate passes, but it's not a stat that jumps off for me. It's minutes played. Yesterday, he went 90 minutes, and this is a guy who hasn't played in weeks and weeks. He hasn't played a full 90 in a long time. And it looked like he just laced the shoes up, jumped back on, and he played yesterday. He looked like he was fully fit and he was ready to go. Jonathan Osorio was truly brilliant yesterday, putting in a full shift and absolutely working his backside off once again. He put in a true shift and shows why he has to be going to the World Cup. I mean, he is a lock to go to the World Cup, but why he could be arguably starting for us alongside the likes of Eustaquio and Hutchinson, and he really deserves it. He was truly brilliant yesterday, and he is one of the most underrated players in the national team, and and he showed it yesterday, and he is truly ready. We saw Hutchinson jump on the field for Besiktas against a third division Turkish side. It looked like he had no rust at all. Jonathan Osorio was the same way. Looks like our Canadian midfielders just jump on the pitch and completely just show themselves every time. Eustáquio gets a chance for Porto, proves himself. Osorio gets a chance for Canada, proves himself. Same with Hutchinson and Besiktas. Even the same going with Victor Latorre out at Ross County. Been phenomenal the past 3 matches. And Osorio did it once again here. And I'm just going to be talking about another midfielder in my third point as well, because our midfielders were fantastic yesterday outside of one, which I don't really want to dwell on. But Osorio is ready for the World Cup. He looks fully fit and ready to go, and I'm very excited to see that. We're going to swiftly move on to the third thing I learned yesterday, and that is Liam Fraser needs to be in the squad. For me, I don't really like what Liam Fraser is doing for his club football. He needs to be at a better team. He needs to be at a better level. The Belgian second division isn't the greatest level. If he gets himself into a lower side in the Belgian first division, sure. He needs to be playing at least in a top first league, at least, like a Belgium, like the Dutch league or something like that, where passing is more involved, or even get back to the MLS for a decent side and prove himself. He still isn't that old, and Liam Fraser really yesterday proved himself, and I think he should be on the World Cup. He only played 31 minutes, but he's 24 years of age, and what he showed on the ball is brilliant. We all know he can hit that long pass. We all remember that Jonathan David goal he did assist back in the World Cup qualifying. But Liam Fraser's passing and his passing range truly proved to me how good he is. He completed yesterday 11 or 10 passes. 4 of them were long balls, and 4 of them were accurate. He was truly brilliant in yesterday's match, only having 13 touches and having 10 passes. And he truly shows how he can just knock the ball around, keep it ticking. Yes, he isn't the fastest guy in the world, but if you need someone to come on late in the game to dictate play, to slow it down, to create something, or just even calm play down, Liam Fraser can be that guy. He truly has the only skill set that I think you can relate to Stefan Eustáquio in the men's national team midfield depth pool. He can knock a long ball around. He can calm it down. He can settle down play. And I think Liam Fraser should be a guy who goes to the World Cup. Before, I wasn't in on Liam Fraser, of course, not getting many chances with the national team on qualifying or starting. And I think right now he kind of proved himself that he can be a backup for Stefan Eustáquio in the long term at least, which is very exciting to see. Let me know what you guys think down below about that, because I think that's a very interesting take as well. We're going to move on to point number 4, because I know it's becoming a bit of a longer video, guys. Fourth thing that I learned yesterday was a quality debut. Lucas McNaughton and Joel Waterman had some absolutely quality debuts yesterday. Joel Waterman took some time to get into the game. It was a pretty poor first half from him, but it was a tale of two halves because he was excellent in the second half, I thought, truly, when this man, Lucas McNaughton, came on yesterday. Lucas McNaughton, for me, changed the game. It wasn't what he did on the ball, it was the formation change. Lucas McNaughton got lucky to get his debut, of course, with 2 injuries going his way, which is very unfortunate to see. But Lucas McNaughton came on the field. He was absolutely composed. He was calm on the ball. He was ready. He changed the field onto a 4 in the back, and he looked like he calmed Joel Waterman down as well in that whole half. Lucas McNaughton came on. Yes, he didn't have a lot of minutes, but he was truly brilliant on the ball and very calm and composed. For me, it was a brilliant debut from Lucas McNaughton, and he truly gave himself the best chance of getting to the World Cup. I don't think he will, because of course he only had a little cameo unless injuries do really go his way, which you never know, which I really hope, because we need Miller, we need Henry, so you never know what's going to happen. But McNaughton had a great performance and a great debut for himself, as well as Waterman in that second half. But my fifth thing I learned yesterday was playing out of the back. Yes, this terrible field, the terrible pitch, everything played into it. But we looked extremely shaky, extremely disjointed, and very poor at playing out of the back. We need to calm this down. Johnston was going wildly out of position, same with Kamal Miller, leaving a lot of room for him to hit us on the counter in transition. That needs to be cleaned up, which I'm sure Herdman is probably hounding on right now. But playing out of the back looked very troublesome yesterday, which Japan will really take us to the swords when we play them in that next friendly, because Japan is a extremely high-pressing, high-tempo side. CanMNT found that out when they played them, and Canada needs to clean that up. Yes, we're going to have a lot better players at playing on the back when we play them, but this match was still not very good when we look at the defensive playing out of the back transition system as well. So we need to clean it up when we play Japan. Let me know what you guys think down below about yesterday's match, what you guys learned from the game. There's some interesting points to take from yesterday's match, especially Yes, it's just a friendly to warm up, but there is still a lot to be learned ahead of tomorrow's roster reveal from John Herdman. Let me know what you guys think down below. Make sure to drop a sub, hit that like button, and I'll see you guys for the next one. Peace.